Hey everyone, thanks for learning to play games. My name is Lance, and in today's video, I'm going to be playing through the very first special feature Final Girl, which is the North Pole Nightmare. And I am just a little bit behind as far as getting this one. I was hoping to get this one done before Christmas. So for everybody out there, I hope you had a Merry Christmas. And if not, I hope your coming new year is going to be great. So with this one, this is the first special edition one where you actually are going to get miniatures included in it and a couple of other little features and things. So with this one, I am going to be playing in Santa's Village, and I'm going to be playing against Krampus. So we're going to see if I can make it through this alive. I haven't had the best of luck in my previous videos with this. I think I'm maybe 50%. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look. But with this one, I went ahead and mixed everything up. My setup card is story time, and I'm ready to dive into the game. So there's a couple of important special rules with this one. First off, the little victims in this one are elves, and unfortunately with the elves in Santa's Village, they are super annoying and just a pain in the butt. So anytime my final girl moves into a space with any number of victims, she's going to lose one time token or time point per victim that's in that space. So that is going to really slow down the pace of this game moving into those spaces. I have to be a little bit more careful about how often I go into there and all that kind of stuff. So that'll add some interesting aspects to it. Moving over to the villain, Krampus has a couple of special features as well. So with Krampus, as you handle his card, he is going to be dropping presents at the end of each turn. Now, a present will be randomized between the different spaces that are from the space that he's in. It'll be randomized out of there as he's kind of tossing presents here and there all over the place. And there's a couple of things that happen with these. If a victim moves into a space with a present, the victim is going to open up the present first, and then I have to resolve the effects. The one exception to that is Santa's presents, as they keep those for themselves, those little turds. And with the rest of them, then I have to suffer the ill effects of those. Now, if I move into a space with a present, I can choose to open it, even if I'm moving through the space. And then I get whatever that present is, including the Santa presents, which they are pretty nice. And there's one in there that is critical. I got it in my playthrough game or my test game, and it really did turn the tide of the game. So we'll see if that one comes up in this one and what happens. I got really lucky on my item pulls. I have the wood cutter's axe in the stables, which unfortunately I'm on the other side of the stables. And I do have Cindy's workshop hammer. As I did beat that game, I have decided to include Cindy's hammer, and it actually came up right away. And that one's in Santa's workshop, which is in the bottom portion of the board. So I might go after that one first. We'll see how things go. So other than that, as always, if you find my videos helpful, if you like what I do, please consider hitting that like button and subscribe to my channel. It's one of the easiest ways you can support channels like mine so we continue to grow and be able to produce this content. If you want to get notified anytime I drop new videos, also give that notification bell a ring, and that'll let you know when I'm dropping new videos. I'm constantly dropping new stuff such as teaching videos, playthroughs, unboxings, Kickstarter, and crowdfunding coverage videos, and many other types. As always, if you have a request or suggestion that you'd like to see, drop those in the comments section below as well, and I'll always be open to hearing from you. Let's go ahead and head to the table, and we'll see how this one plays. Well, that's really bad. Oh no. And then he proceeds to attack, and that's 4 damage. That will kill me, and I'm dead. Well, that was fantastic. The claws are out. He moves and attacks.
Dead.
Attacks. That is game. He's doing 2 damage.
And dead again.
The guard.
Oh, dead.
That is going to kill me.
Totally dead.
Damage, so, as there's nothing.
How about another dead?
Are you kidding me?
Maybe this time I'll make it.
That demonic got me
dead.
Again. And that'll be the game.
And possibly, no, dead.
And that'll end the game.
One more time. I got it this time. Totally, no, dead.
All right, moving into the game, the last step I need to handle is an event card. So let's see what we find. And it is the head elf. So we accept nothing less than perfection, buddy. Place the head elf in Santa's workshop. While the head elf is with you, once per turn you may resolve a search action card as though it was in your hand. if the head elf is killed, +1 damage to me. And then if the head elf leaves play, discard this card. So that could be really handy. Hopefully it's going to help me out. I will have to see. All right, so moving in, I am going to do a walk action. I definitely think I want to go down there as I have Cindy's hammer in there as well. Hopefully this will work out. Wow, 2 5s. That is incredible. So I make it there with my first action. That is really good. I'm going to go ahead and try to do that search with him and hope for something. And when I move in there, these guys take 1 apiece. And I got 1 success and 1 thing, so I could do the other card. I think I'm just going to stay with that. So it's going to drop it by 1. I will pick up Cindy's hammer, so that's great. And I think I'm going to try to do a second walk and see if I can start making my way over there. And a 6 and a 3. Wow. This is surprising going really well. That should not be in my hand. But I'm going to spend the short rest and the weak attack to convert this one to a success as well, letting me move 2 spaces. So I'm going to go 1, 2 with them, rescuing those 2 guys, which lets me move 2 additional spaces. So I'm going to kick myself back to Santa's workshop. And now that I have that, and I'll discard 1 focus to gain 1 back. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a sprint card. All right, I think that will end my turn. And with my planning phase, so now it is going to move into the killer's phase. So with Krampus, he is first going to target anybody in his space and attack them. There's nobody in there. Then he's going to target the next space that's closest to him that has the most, which at this point it's a tie. So he's going to move into the stables and he's going to kick out a present. And it's a 6. So 4 through 6 is down there. Let's do that one there. All right. And then a terror card. So he has, oh no, he's disguised as Santa. All victims move 1 space closer to Krampus. All right, so these guys are going to move in here, revealing the presents. And it's 2 on the timer, so I'm going to lose 2 time. This guy will move down. These guys, let's do that. And this. And then it says all victims, so I think he is still considered a victim. And then he attacks and takes this guy out. So luckily there was just 1 in there, so not too terrible. All right, so that's my turn. I'm going to go ahead and do the sprint action and see if I can get lucky with something here. Wow, 2 more successes. So I could do 1, 2, 3. So that's going to save those 2, which gives me 2 more movement and unlocks my special ability, which is resolving a walk or sprint card. I treat a no star result as a 1-star result. And that's going to drop 1 there. And I get 2 more movement out of this. So I'm going to go 1 and 2 to pick him up. And I think that is all I'm going to do for now. I'm going to hold on to the focus, I think. There's not much else I can do. So onto my planning phase. I'm going to get my cards back. And I have 3. So I think at this point I am going to grab a guard just to be safe and a close call. All right, so then this is going to kick down and go there. Back over to the killer phase. There's nobody in his space, so then he's going to move into here. He throws a present. It's a 4. So 4, 2, 3, 4. All right, so he throws it into my space. And it is a -1. All right, so I got 1 bad one and 1 good one so far. All right, so then it's the panic. He didn't kill anybody. He handled the presents. So then it's the panic. Again, he didn't kill anybody. So then upkeep, there's no upkeep. So back into my turn. All right, so Let's go ahead and do a walk. And 2 successes again. So I'm going to go here and drop that guy off and then go back into here with my guy. I do lose 1 for that. I'm going to go do the search action with him. And 2 more successes. Wow. Dice are hot right now. This is unusual. All right, so I'm going to take the top 2 cards. I have the Tree Star. It's a 0 to 1, 1 damage, 1 hand. If the Tree Star is used at range 1, do an extra damage and then discard the Tree Star. Otherwise, I could take the Red Wagon, which is 1 additional victim may follow you. Could be good. I'm starting to run low on victims already, though. I think I'm going to take the Star just for the heck of it. That way I can potentially do some more damage, and I'm going to place the Red Wagon right up back on top there. From there, I am going to... I'll do a walk again. And see what I can do with this. And it's another success. So I lose 1 there. I could convert it, because I do have the short rest and the weak attack. Or I could do a focus even. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll convert it to 2 successes. So that lets me move 2 spaces. So I'm going to go ahead and do 1 and 2 into that space there. I think that kicks that down there. And I think I'm going to stop there. So I have 2 for spending. I'm going to go ahead and buy a sprint. And that will take care of my upkeep. Walk, focus, short rest, walk. All right. So that's my turn. Krampus is going to kill another one, bumping this up 2. And then he doesn't move because there's a guy there. So present is 5, so he's going to throw a present down here. And then the terror card. So silhouette in the darkness, in the distance. All victims move 1 space closer to a present nearest them. If there are no presents on the board, they move 1 space closer to Krampus instead. So there, this one goes here, this one's going to go down. It's another bad card. They're in there. So I think they're going to kick down, and I have to handle Krampus. Repelling force. The present is pushed away, everything away from it. Place the repelling force token, which is here, and repeatedly panic everyone until the space is empty. All right, so 1 through 2, he goes back into there. Victims no longer enter this space. Any victims added to it will repeatedly panic until it is empty. You lose health when entering this space. This effect overrides all others. All right, that is that. And I handled this, and I forgot to move this up too, so I do lose a die for that. Correct? Or wait, no, maybe it's not. Maybe did I already move it? Because I was here. Yeah, no, I don't lose a die yet. For some reason I thought there was another card out, but I guess not. Oh, this, yep, never mind, I'm correct. So I do lose the die. Because he went up there. All right, that is the upkeep, so now the panicking. So first victim's going to stay there. And second one goes 4, so it's going to kick over here. All right, so Krampus is going to get another guy during that step. All right, then it is upkeep. There's nothing to handle during upkeep, so it is back over to my turn. I do have 1 focus, so come on, focus. All right, so I lose 1 there, but I do get my second die back. So that's a plus, and I'm going to do this sprint. So I got one success. I'm going to spend the close call to re-roll the other one. Wow, 2 successes. So I'm going to lose a time, but I do get 3 movement out of that. So I could go back 1, 2, 3. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab these 2 and I'm going to come up here with them. Might as well try the search. And I got 1 success. All right, so I lose a time. I get the top card of that pile, which is the Misfit Toys. So place the Misfit Toys token in each exit. So I got 1 down here, 1 over there, and 1 there. And then during upkeep, move each Misfit Toy 1 space closer to the killer. When a Misfit Toy shares the same space as the enemy, discard the token and deal 1 damage to that enemy. Sweet. Hopefully that will help out. And I think I'm going to stop there. So I have 3 buying power, and I do get all these cards back. So I do have a guard. So I had a guard and a weak attack. I think I'm going to hold on to those. 3 buying power. 3 buying power. What do I want? Sprint. Distract, impact. 2. I think I'm just going to do a sprint and a close call. All right, so that'll take care of that. The focus goes down, sprint, and close call. All right, so it's back to killer phase. He is going to take this guy out. It's going to bump that up 1. Then he moves. So he's going to kick up here and throws a present into 2, which is going to be up into here. All right. So from there, then terror card. So down through the chimney. If there are no victims in any of the spaces, discard and draw the next terror card. Otherwise, Scrumpus moves to the space, the orange space with the most victims, and then attacks them for 2. So there goes my head elf. So that goes up 2. This is going to go here. I lose 1 more. Now he's doing 3 damage. And I take a damage because the head elf was eliminated. All right, so that is going to reveal that. So I think I would handle that first, as I will drop a present for that. So a 5, 5, 6 is going to place a present there. And that is all of that. All right, so that is, and then the upkeep phase. So then each one of these guys moves. All right. All right, so it's over to my turn. I will do a focus because I really do want I want 2 dice at least. So it's a 3. So I've got a sprint, a walk, short rest. So I'm going to do the short rest. I do want to kind of hold on to that weak attack. So I'm going to do the short rest and the walk to convert this to a success. It's going to give me the second one back. And that gets me out of there at least. All right, so that's that. And then I don't have a search right now, so I'm going to go ahead and do a walk. And I'm going to go ahead and spend the sprint and, or wait, no, I have my ability. Whew, almost screwed that up. All right, so I get to move 1 space. I'm going to pick up the present, which is a wound. Thanks. And then from there, I will do a weak attack. And hope that I'm going to use the star. So this is one hand at range 1. It's going to do an extra damage. I just need 1 success. And I got it. I do have that. I think I'm okay with taking a wound. So that is going to do 3 damage to Krampus. Or Krampus. And that will discard that. Okay, so that was the weak attack. I do have 1 sprint left, so I'm going to do that as well and try to get away from him. 2 fails, but my ability comes into play again, and I can move 2 spaces. So 1 and 2 into there. All right. And that just leaves me with 3 buying power left. I think I'm going to end there. And what do I want to get? I think I want for 3. Not a lot I can do at the moment. I'm going to get another close call, and I think I'll get a sprint. That way I can keep moving for now. Sprint, focus, weak attack, walk, short rest. All right, so now it is Krampus's turn. He is going to, there's nobody in his space to attack, so he's going to move 1, 2, kicks out a present into space 2, so it's going to be up there. And then a tarot card. So we have Santa, where are you? It's going to increase it by 1, so I'm down to 1. He moves into my space and attacks me, which is going to deal him a damage from this guy. And I'm going to do the guard. He does 3 damage. So I need at least 1 success here. I do have a couple close calls. All right, so I got a 3. So I'm just going to spend 1 and the... This is bad. This is bad. So I could almost have to do the 2. But then... Yeah, I got to do the 2. All right, so these 2 are gone, and this is gone. It reduces it by 2, which takes 1. I get a second die out of it. And that's it. All right, so that ends his turn. There weren't any victims killed, so they're not going to panic. So from there, then these are going to move. So he's going to move in there and do another damage to him. This guy will move closer there. And it's over to me. This is where things get rough. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do a sprint. I got 1 success, so it's going to drop it by 1. I'm going to go 1 and 2. So each victim saved is going to give me 1 time, so I'm up to 7 now. So that'll take care of that. So I think I could drop this, try to recover. Yeah, let's try it. All right, so I did get one success, so it's going to drop me back down to 6, but I do get out of there, so I am going to get another card at least, or another die. All right, so I'm at 6 right now, and that's all my cards, so I have to end there. So I'm going to get these back, and 6 buying power. I'm going to buy the Retaliates for 2. It might be worth just buying the other guard as well, because I do have a couple of walks in here as well. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and buy the guard as well, just to be safe for now. Well, as safe as you can be. All right, so I think that is it for me. Over to the killer to go. So there's nobody in his space to attack, so then he's going to move. 1, 2. He's going to take another wound from this guy. And all the Misfit toys are gone now, so they definitely were helpful. Yep, they did a good job. He's going to do a present. It's a 1, so it's in that space. And it's his card. Demonic Suggestion. Whoever opens this present targets the person or moves 2 spaces towards them. If there's a same space target, they deal 3 damage. So it's basically one victim's going to kill another victim in there. So it's going to bump that up 1. So that takes care of that. And Terror. Kobolds. If neither you or any victims are adjacent to Krampus, discard and draw the next Terror card. Otherwise, so yeah, there's nobody adjacent. So claws out. It's going to target an attack. So this guy's gone. It bumps up 1. So now I'm back down to 2 dice. And then he's going to move towards me, and he's going to attack me as well. All right. So I can't take any damage, so I need 2 successes on this. I have no rerolls, so I have to get 3s and 4s on this to be able to make this work. So on 2 dice. Wow. Okay, so I got 1 success and a 3, so I have to convert 1. So I'm going to do the walk and the... I really probably should do a short rest. Focus is important. But I could end it with weak attack too. I do have a guard I could drop, because he's not going to attack again this turn. So yeah, I'm going to do the walk and guard to bump this up to that. And that is going to ignore all damage, and it's going to do 3 to him. So he's down to his last, which does get me that extra die back. So that's a plus. So that will end that. That's going to end his phase. There's no panic phase, and there's nothing to handle during upkeep, so it is back over to my turn. Whew. I mean, at this point, it's probably worth it to do the focus. I just need 1 success to drop this by 1. Nope. All right, got all the bad rolls out of the way right there. Weak attack. I just need... Oh, I need 2. I'd have to get 2. So, well, basically, I'd have to get 1 and a 3, 4. So I either go for broke, or I try to haul out of here. What do I want to do? Because I'm not running away from him. He can move up to 3 spaces. So he's going to be attacking me at least once every turn. think I gotta go for it. So let's see if I can do it. I need 2 to be able to live through this. Well, we'll see what happens. Oh, I got 2 successes. Fantastic. Holy cow, that was huge. All right, so I'm going to do 2 damage to him. So that is enough to kill him unless this comes up. And it is. Oh, my goodness. Wow. That was incredible. Those Misfit toys were huge in that. Definitely helped. Because I only had 7 hit points to deal with instead of the 10, thanks to them. So that was big. Wow, that was close, because his next card was going to be, place this card, okay. So I would have had maybe another turn. So I still would have had to live through the 1 attack. I would have been able to buy that, but I still would have needed 2 successes on that to be able to pull it off. Well, that was crazy close. Well, I guess the 10th time was the charm. I hope you found the video interesting and entertaining. Hopefully a lot more than as frustrating as it was for me. They're not kidding with this one being the North Pole Nightmare. Nightmare is a true statement. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it through this, and after a while it just became funny to see how many times I died to make it through this. I was determined, so it took me 10 times to pull it off for the video, but I finally got through it. So I hope you found the video interesting. Again, let me know in the comments down below what you thought, and if you noticed if there's anything else I could have done that would have helped. I don't know, but yeah, so that's it, and until next time, I'll see you later.